Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Ron Davis, joined here in booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So South Carolina's offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pick up 2 yards on that, they need on second down. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's hurling. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense and a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody loves to see?
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the gun, give on the inside. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you.
Damn, man.
The same,
well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the 6. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing and easy conversion for this offense. The Dogs are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On second down, lost the throw. Finds his target down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, Dave, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run from inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Got his man quickly. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down run.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Hall. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming out on first down with a play fake. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff.
Damn.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And just a great job by the defense. Right, that's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations. Do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Gets it out fast. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They started this drive in great field position now, needing to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to scramble. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running with football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they do.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. And he right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man in the middle. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Throws to the wideout.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
South Carolina
to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
set to kick it away.
From back in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy... throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. He looks one high down the left side. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that, that quickly chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to enter a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Ah.
To the defender. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the running game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. And it will be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And that play is essentially like the jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw it Turley. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here. They're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He breaks a tackle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line of the game. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions. Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got a football lead.
Don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, the The offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wide out in motion. They'll go to the air.
Damn.
Smack just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away, and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here it comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense is on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hurley. That pass is in.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home. They want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. On the return, it's Hall. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice this.
No.
Pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of
What game? You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding.
Trying to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
This one's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights.
I know they're trailing. here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one. And this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead. And unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Time report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Georgia! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen... comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
That boy playing Division III schools and feel accomplished.
They'll go back to the air.
Nah.
Second down.
Why? Where are you, bro? Ain't you in Vegas? Why are you watching? Why are you watching this shit? Happy birthday, bro. Oh, damn. Oh, the moon. Oh, come on.
Golden nugget.
Yeah. That's live, bro. I've never been to Vegas. Ever. I'm trying to get there. Oh, shit. Ran a reverse on my ass.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
Now I'm in Lake Charles. Vegas turned up though.
Oh, okay.
a lot of success.
Shit, I don't think. Have I been I'm just trying to go to a casino, period, dog. I've only been to one. That shit was live. I enjoyed myself.
Catch in the middle, it's Randall.
Trying to get back.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down there in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Give me that.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle.
Get out of there, San Diego. I don't even know your, I don't know your speed, but you slow as me. Don't get it. Nah.
Touchdown, dog.
Let's go.
The defense put 6 on the board with a big time.
I have no idea who you are, dog.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
These guys can
Oh, you're the outside linebacker.
I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do now. Just this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Ah, he picked me up.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Good job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Good job, man.
On that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to
No, you lying, dog.
I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you what, it is so hard to defend.
Bro.
It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
This guy is so damn frank.
After making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense is very fortunate to fall on that football.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, he dropped it.
Dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a amount on the clock. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Running to the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep... The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Damn.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense is just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty.
That's a good ball. That's a good catch. Was he open? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. That's a good catch, Frank.
Play. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit, you know.
Yeah,
You did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Georgia, 63. South Carolina, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With jet sweep pass. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Hurley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead.
Backups.
Looking for a chunk play.
It's the backups.
Got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense has to be feeding it after that last one, and it'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're going to do by as much as they are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. And off from the shotgun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football. Drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 20.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man in this offense. They've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Hurley. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the right out. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
On the run, it's Amato. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. After the misfire now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid game before the defense follows him up. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his man. It's Amato. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold. An unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now for a week.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh.